after camp is over. I think it's really difficult with some guys right now to know where they fit in, and some guys you never know with injury and different things that happen. I've been through this a lot, and you're midway through camp and you think there's no way a young man may be headed for a red shirt, and all of a sudden an injury or two happen and he's thrust right into it. So we'll make those decisions, and really won't make decisions totally on red shirt until about mid-season, to be honest with you.
Do you think that you're in a position where you might make a change to the quarterback depth chart or practice snaps based on what happens Saturday? Might next week look
Possibly,
different?
yeah. I think we got to narrow it down to two. There's no question, and still have the third guy repping at times, but see how they do Saturday. We've had a scrimmage situation on Wednesday. We got off the field. I thought all three guys did some really good things. We'll have more limited the defense a little bit Wednesday on what they could do. So it'll be everything we've got in as far as the installation, which we've got a lot on both sides of the ball for Saturday, and see how they function.
Perry and Brandon remain the two ahead of the pack?
Well, I think so. As far as Jake is concerned, strictly just of experience and reps and turns, and that's really it. I mean, from a talent level standpoint, he's right there. So it's just a matter of the experience within the offense and what we're trying to do.
Any separation between Perry and Brandon?
No, again, very, very well contested battle right now, and I want to see them. And we've created a bunch of 1-minute situations all week, of putting them under duress in tough situations when they've got to manage the clock and manage the offensive football team, and Saturday will be a good judgment day for them.
David Williams is working his way back up a little bit with you.
He's doing fine. Mm-hmm.
He was with the twos yesterday.
I wouldn't read a lot into where guys are repping right now. I mean, I know you guys are only seeing a limited number of practice. I mean, there's AJ's repping with the third team at times, depending on rotation, and it's about reps. It's about getting guys in. I'm not. We haven't released a depth chart unless Coach Finks did. From the simple reason of right now, it really doesn't matter. It's just about turns and reps. We're rolling a bunch of guys in there and getting guys, turns and reps. That's what we're worried about right now.
Well, does the offensive philosophy, what you guys are trying to do, change depending on who the quarterback is?
Well, I think so, obviously, with Brandon's legs. That does change some things, obviously. But Perry and Jake are both guys that are good enough athletes. You've got to account for them defensively.
Will, how much weight will y'all put on tomorrow, especially in some of those areas like receiver and maybe in the secondary where you've got young guys and guys still trying to work their way into the mix a little bit?
As far as
as far as tomorrow and that scrimmage situation and seeing them in that kind of environment?
Oh, it's huge. I told our guys, the choices and decisions you make on the field, what kind of football player are you? What kind of toughness do you have? What kind of effort do you display when the coaches are off the field? What do you know? How far along are you? Obviously, there's some guys we're sitting as a staff understanding and knowing we may have to help this guy a little bit here as far as alignment and some of those things are concerned. So there's no question that it's a huge judgment day for how those guys will respond to the situation.
Is it going to be straight game situation tomorrow in terms
Well,
of
it would be more situational, and we're going to obviously incorporate special teams within it. But our plan right now, or really my plan going into it, we're going to meet as a staff at 1:30. But started off with a normal kickoff situation, and then. I always like to put the defense under some duress. We'll probably put the ball in the 8 going in, immediately. Facing some adversity and having to handle that and see how our guys respond to that. But we need to get some goal line work. We need to get some coming off the goal line work. That's something we haven't repped so far in camp. More red zone work. Some move the ball, move the field, and then we're probably going to use a halftime, go in the locker room, show them how we run halftime. I think that's important for them to get exposed to that this Saturday and next Saturday, and then come out and I'll put 10 minutes on the clock and we'll have a 21-21 game and play out the game. I think it's important for our staff to go through all of the game management situations that arise, the different things that happen. We're a new staff, albeit I've worked with Rope and T-Rob and Coleman and Mike and Lance and all these guys for a long time. I think it's important for us all to go through that. We'll have a press box operation Saturday, just like game day. So that's how we'll incorporate it, and within those 10 minutes we'll incorporate the special teams when they come up as far as punt block, kickoff return, and those sort of things.
So y'all working at the stadium?
Absolutely, yes.
With special teams, how comforting was it to come in and know you have a senior kicker and an experienced punter to lean on?
Two talented guys, and so we've got to continue to improve our team speed and special teams. That's critical. We also have some good returners. I'm a little worried about ball security and some issues, but Rashad and AJ, Jamari Smith is a young man that's done a nice job. Chris Amons fields the ball extremely well. Debo Samuel does some nice things for us, and Rodriguez Davis and Corey Banks are two young players that we're excited about.